So hi guys, Jonathan Graham here for Thinking About Guitar. We're at Ibanez at NAMM 2026 and it's got to be with Ryan.
It's great to see you again.
It's
what, our fourth year, fifth year? I don't know, it's been a while.
Different channel now, but we always needed to get
That's what I mean, seeing you here.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely,
been
absolutely.
I love looking forward to hanging out with you.
Yeah, for sure. Now every year you've got some incredible new stuff. I don't know how you guys manage to keep up with it, but you're standing with one right now that's pretty special. So talk us through what this is.
So this is our brand new series. It's called the Alpha. So we have a 7-string and an 8-string version. The one I'm holding right now is the 8-string, so it's the A528. A couple things just to highlight. First of all, it's multi-scale, so you get that real super tight response on the low strings while still being able to get the buttery feel on the higher strings. It is 27.5 on the 8-string and 25.5 on the first string.
Okay.
And then on the 7-string, it's 27.2 to 25.5.
Incredible.
So, another thing to point out, this super thin neck. It's called a parallel wizard neck. It literally is the same thickness from all the way up the top, all the way to the bottom. The neck is also an asymmetrical grip to it, so it's thicker on the base side of it. You can get a more beef, get your thumb up there, hang around with it. But the bottom has a little clearance, so you can still shred and hit all those notes without having any drag from the fingerboard.
And it's incredible how comfortable that is. I managed to get, well, we managed to get our hands on one of these a couple of months ago ahead of time, and that was the thing. I didn't know that it had that, and I was like, wait, what is different about this? But it's so comfortable.
This, I literally got to try one of these guitars to bring one home to do like a sample video with it and stuff. And it is the most comfortable guitar I think I've ever played.
Oh, you go that far? Wow.
Like sitting with it. Sometimes I sit with on my right leg. Other times I go classical style. No problem switching either way. Mm-hmm. The output jack being off on a weird spot back here. At first I was like, why is that back there? But then once you start using it and start seeing that it's not in the way. Like it clears, it's not getting bunched up on your leg. Yeah. For a strap, it kind of just wraps around really easily. I think they thought of everything when they came up with it. Yeah. Fishman Fluence pickups, and the feature that not a lot of people know about, these new monorail bridges.
Okay.
So they come standard on the guitar as string through, but you can top load them if you prefer.
Interesting.
So you can do, if you want to do string through on the thicker, on like the real bass strings to get extra tension on them, go for it. If you want to do top load on the the treble strings for a lighter feel, these things are just, they thought of everything.
It gives you those options.
And they're not heavy, and they sit well, they stand well. Like, I think we thought of everything with this. So I'm really excited for this. We have this, like I said, we have the 7 and the 8 string. Maybe someday a 6 string, I don't know, but we've been getting asked a lot about a 6.
I bet, yeah.
So,
absolutely.
but yeah, I'm super excited for these. You guys, everybody should check one of these out. And even if you're not a multi-scale player, I'm not traditionally a multi-scale guy, and I got to play this guitar, and I was like, oh, you know what, it didn't feel weird to me.
Do you think that was part of the design, was trying to appeal to people that maybe wouldn't try the extended range?
I think so, because there are a lot of people like myself who always, I guess, wanted to try it or get used to it, and always being like, it's intimidating. If you look at it, you're like, wait, this is weird. Yeah. But the neutral fret's at the 8th position, so it's not, you're still getting all the multi-scale in this, but it didn't feel like off.
Yeah,
it was a really quick learning curve to get used to it. So now I love multi-scales, and now I'm actually buying one of these once we get back home.
Okay, awesome. And of course we've got the different
finish. So this one is the Iron Pewter. This finish is in both the 7 and 8 string, but then we have this really coral Mirage, and then my favorite, the 7 string, the Nebula Shift. Awesome. I'm a sucker for anything that changes colors, lights, fancy, so. Incredible.
Now we know we don't have loads of time with you today, Ryan, but is there anything else you can show us?
I want to show you I want to show you a hollow body. So, hollow body. This guitar, normally you would think it would be a semi-hollow. It's pretty much like 99.9% hollow. Okay. The only spot that has a block is right behind the bridge, just to make sure that's anchored in there. It's got a solid spruce top, flame maple back and sides with the Macassar ebony fretboard. It kind of has a real sleek, like modern look to it. You can still dial in that vintage sound. It's
modern, but it's a real throwback as well.
It's such a beautiful guitar, and the tailpiece, like an ornamental tailpiece like this, really kind of makes the guitar pop out. We have the multi-voicing switch here, the tri-sound switch, and the Super 58 pickups, so you can really dial in if you're looking for something like, something today, like more of a modern tone, but if you want to go traditional hollow body sound with it, you can do that too.
It's super lightweight.
Yeah, so it's not heavy at all.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. I think already, I would say this is one of the most impressive things I've seen so far. And
it was funny because I'm normally like solid body electric guy. Like I've always like RG 550s, the Prestiges, they're normally what I go to.
Yeah.
Saw this in the catalog first and was like, oh, what is that?
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when you remember, back in the 90s, you get the Ibanez catalog, you go in the store, you maybe buy all you could afford, but you would see some of these pieces.
Yeah.
And they've not been as common in recent years, so that's fantastic. It's almost like bringing it back with a modern twist, but it feels like something from Ibanez's yesteryear.
For sure, and even like if you probably can't, you're not gonna be able to videotape it, but it's super resonant. Like you can feel the top vibrating off. It's like even just super. Yeah. So like it's just, I don't know. This guitar visually caught me first.
Yeah.
And then I was, like I said, I'm not, hollow bodies not normally aren't my cup of tea. Like I love them, but it's not my style of playing. Yeah. This one, like I want this. So we had some demo videos some of the guys did who are real like jazz influence guys, and I'm like, oh my god, this is like, I want to learn that.
And what's the story on the what we call this again?
It's actually we call it what is it, the VT14 bridge. Okay. So we have another guitar that has that, but it has this kind of cover on top of it to kind of, it's metal underneath it, but it just looks good.
So it's
kind of
aesthetic
purposes. Yeah, it's purely aesthetic. But super fun guitar.
Incredible.
So I'm really glad people are kind of trying to show this off when I can, because it does. Most people assume it's semi-hollow because of the way it is, but it's really just, it's almost 99. If you can kind of even see in there, you can see there's just a little block in there. So.
Yeah, amazing, incredible. Well, look, thanks so much for showing us.
Of course, man.
Pieces. And same time next year.
Same time next year. Great to see you. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Take care.
Guitar.